That's gonna get bleeped out, right?
Oh no, I'm gonna put saxophone music.
Oh,
behind that one.
don't do that. That ruins everything.
Oh yes, it does. And I have the broken
God, you're
flute
such a
version,
really
too.
cool, amazing person, Ruka.
And you're
Bleep that out,
amazing
too. Bleep that. No, bleep it. It'll be
No, I'm not gonna bleep it.
Bleep everything.
Someone needs to make an animation of Ryusaki and Mei over this conversation. I feel like it's pretty accurate. All right. Hi, guys. Welcome to another podcast Q&A. It's been a few months since we did the last one with Zind, and now we have Chrome here. So, Chrome, say hi.
Hello. It's nice to meet you all. I'm the voice of Ryusaki. I know that it's a little bit weird to hear my voice like this, but I swear. Hello there.
Swear.
Oh, crap. Hello there. Hi. How's it going? I'm a guy who plays a character on a show. I am looking forward to the comments already.
All right, so you guys sent in a whole bunch of questions. I mean, a lot of questions, and I picked out most of them and condensed a few because some of them were repetitive. And so we have this list that we're looking at. We may not get to all of them, but we'll do our best to get through the good ones. So, starting with the first question, because we might as well get right to it. Where did your username come from? ChromeX20.
Ooh, what a scandalous question.
Oh, spicy right off the bat.
It's not spicy at all. It all started when I was 2 years ago, at the young age of whatever I was at the time. The name ChromeX20 comes from a anime called RetroRyno. And it's this guy, hang on. I wasn't mentally prepared to answer this. So there's this guy.
You've known about this question.
I was ready for the other questions, but this one, it's so personal. Okay, it's not actually personal at all. It's not personal. So there's this guy. His name is Isaiah. He has this. He there's a message board in the show, and he has two aliases because he is a schemer. So he has an alternate account that he calls Chrome.
Oh.
So I thought that, hey, I want my alternate thing to be Chrome because it was originally going to be Chosen Hero Arrives, but unbeknownst to me, Chosen Hero Arrives didn't take off, and everyone knows me as ChromeX20 now.
Well, it's a good name. That's a cool origin. The next question we got is, do you have any other acting jobs that aren't voice acting? So I guess just like theater and stuff?
I do not. I don't have a background in theater, unfortunately. I would love to get into it, though. My teacher says that I would be, he didn't say anything, but, I would be down to do it. I don't think my teacher does theater either. All my teachers are actually voice actors.
Do you have a voice acting teacher?
Yeah, I got a bunch of them.
Oh, nice, man. Let's see. Okay, so then what are some tips that you give someone aspiring to be a voice actor?
Oh boy. Drink lots of water, stay hydrated. Number one tip. And I guess just stay motivated. I guess if you're looking for a project you want to do, make sure it's something that you're passionate about.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, I keep interrupting you, but for me...
Oh, no, I'm just going off of you.
So for me, I really like this game called Fire Emblem. So the first project I ever auditioned for was for, a fan dub of Fire Emblem. And I just happened to get cast in it. The project didn't go anywhere, but it was cool to be cast. So I thought, why don't I do more Fire Emblem? And there just happened to be more of it. So just do what you want to do. Audition for projects you want to do, and then if you want to explore outside of it, explore outside of it.
Is it hard to get into the voice acting?
That's a tough one. Yes and no. It's easy to get started, I think, but it's tough to meet milestones.
Yeah.
if you ever want to grow as an actor, that's the really, really hard part.
I feel you.
Getting from like your starter mic to building a proper setup to getting getting acting lessons.
Yeah.
It can be rough and expensive. So
that's so true.
Yeah. So yes, it is hard to get into, but I don't think it's too hard to start though.
Yeah, there's some really good sites like Casting Call Club that have like fun beginner auditions.
Mm-hmm. And even if you don't get cast, it's fine. Right?
Rejection is a big part of voice acting. It's most of voice acting.
I have been rejected so many times.
Yep.
But
me
you know,
too.
once you lose count, it doesn't really feel that bad.
That is also true. And as for like the milestones and setups, I mean, when we started My Dear Cool But a King, I was recording on a Blue Yeti in like a little space area, I think. And now I'm in my own little studio. So it's like,
yay.
Progress.
Big progress. Having a studio, I feel like, is like so big.
And it's like, it's really cool because I feel really proud of it because I built it myself, basically. I mean, made this little area, soundproofed everything. Me with a hammer and nails is not the best idea, but I did it, and it hasn't fallen apart on me yet, so, and everything sounds good, so, hey, do what you do.
Meanwhile, I'm looking at my booth, and I see the same piece of acoustic paneling that keeps falling off.
Oh, no.
Just on the fringe of falling off.
It's really sad. I feel like I'm focusing now more on, like, the aesthetic of my studio, just, like, for my own sake. And so I've got, like, little...
Yeah, your workspace has to be pretty.
Yeah, I'm
How
like
else
looking
are
up
you gonna
and
stay motivated? Sorry, I interrupted. Bad.
No, that's so true though, cause like I only have one little like decoration thing, and I really want to get like those lights, twinkle lights, I think.
Oh, you want to get some of those? You want to go really fancy, huh?
Yeah, but
my.
Shaped as llamas.
Shaped as llamas?
I think it'd be cute.
Why llamas specifically, if you don't mind me asking?
It's a family running joke, but also I think it's just funny to have like cute chubby little animal lights.
So when your family comes by, you'd be like, look! I have the llamas in my booth, so I can never forget.
I would be so proud. I would be so proud to have llamas in my booth. Just saying.
Well, hey,
that's such a tangent. Let me. It's hard to go from llamas.
Nothing I say can top it, so don't.
Oh no.
I can't.
Okay. Here's a question. Can you sing?
I can show you the. Nope, I can't. Sorry.
What? No, I thought that was really promising.
Really? No, I can't hold a note.
Oh gosh. So someone did ask us to sing.
I'm down.
That's
I
song.
can try and sing.
We'll have to look at it when we get to that section because I purposely put it a little further away.
That should have been the opener.
Oh no. Oh no.
You start with the tough things first.
Maybe I'll switch around. But also in parentheses, that person says, "Thanks for being this amazing human being, giving voice to one of my favorite characters of all time."
He's one of my favorite characters of all time too. Thank you so much. Your name's not listed. Sorry. I would personally thank you, but I don't see your name. But thank you specifically, person who made that question.
Yeah. Actually, there's a little tangent, not off questions, but I asked the patrons, if they wanted to say anything to you, like
oh, here we go.
Question wise, or just compliments, because I know you love compliments.
I sure do.
Yeah, so we have two comments. One from Rikazi, who is one of our episode sponsors, which is amazing. And they say, in episode 26, that laugh and the following, "Don't I always?" Yeah, that gets me worse than most of Kozuke's lines. I love it so much.
I remember episode 26. I don't remember that line specifically, though.
I think I remember it. Don't I always? Probably.
Don't I always?
Yeah,
don't
that
know.
apparently that gets her worse than Kozuke at times, which is a compliment here.
Haha, take that, Zind! I got one on you!
And then Lifelight, who you guys know as the author, an
Uh-oh.
artist. She goes, please tell him that from the very first moment I heard his voice for Ryu, I legit had a fangirl for like 20 minutes. He has done such a fabulous job bringing my character to life.
I can't listen to this.
Does he plan to do voice acting for a living, or is it just a hobby for now?
Oh.
She let you down. Easy.
That's so cute. It's so nice of her to say.
Keep it together, buddy.
Yes, of course. Yes, I do plan to do it as a career. But as it stands, though, I can't afford my expensive cost of living on voice acting alone.
See, that wasn't so bad.
Yeah, but the compliment was so nice, though.
Yeah, she's super sweet.
Like, really, like, think of, like, sorry, I was just to go back on it. Lifeline, thank
Yeah,
you
no
so
problem.
much. And, from the moment I heard your voice, that set me up. From the moment I read your comic, I knew that I would fall in love with it. Lifelight, thank you for creating something that I can enjoy reading on a Sunday. And that's it. That's all I had.
And scene.
And scene.
Let's see. Okay, outside of voice acting, kind of following Lifelight stuff, what do you like to do for fun?
What do I like to do for fun?
Assuming you do fun things.
That's oh boy. Well, it's prepare to be disappointed.
Oh, no.
I like to do I like to exercise. It's pretty a normal thing.
That's what you consider fun?
It is kind of fun. Well, I mean, no, exercise itself isn't fun, but it feels good afterwards because it's like you never feel bad after a workout, you know?
I do all the time.
No.
Super
well, I
sore.
mean, maybe physically, but then mentally you're like, yeah, I achieved
I guess
that.
that's true.
I lifted those things. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what I do after work pretty much every day. I love movies. Sometimes after the gym, I go to the movies. I watch pretty much everything on the Cheap Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if that's a thing everywhere else, but here in Canada, Cheap Movie Tuesday is a thing.
That's nice.
Yes, it's
We don't
very
have
nice.
that here.
No?
No, our movie tickets are, at least in my area, are pretty expensive.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So I pretty much go to the movie every week. And I love playing video games for the most part.
Yeah, guys, he has a Twitch channel. You should check that
Now
out.
I was gonna plug that at the end. Now I can't. Okay. And okay. Lastly, I love food. I love food quite a bit. I love cooking my own food. I like going to different restaurants and trying new things.
Man, so many talents. Let's see.
Come on, it's not.
Oh.
That's all normal stuff.
That's maybe. I'm like, man, I can't motivate myself to cook often. I wish I did though. Wish I did more of
Oh,
that.
it's not too bad. Just think of an ingredient you want to use and then just use it.
That's smart. I'm just accident prone, so I avoid
Ooh.
hot surfaces and
That does not surprise me. Somehow I already knew.
uh-huh. Yeah. So
I'm sorry.
detrimental to something.
I feel like maybe I've come into this on the wrong foot. Hey, I'm not actually super narcissistic. I'm not actually super suave. I'm just a normal person. Hey.
Nah, you don't come off as that. You're fine.
I worry sometimes, though.
I do too. It's okay. Let's think. Oh, and then yeah, next question leads right into that. It's what food have you never eaten but would really like to try?
Oh, goodness. I have tried so much food. What would I want to try?
Mm-hmm.
I would love to go to. This is the question that has me really stumped.
Of all the deep personal questions.
I'd like to try some proper European cuisine, like a proper French dish,
That'd be cool.
or Italian.
So, like, would you actually want to be in France or something? Like, when you try
Yeah,
these dishes? Like,
Yes,
yeah, legit.
go to France
experience?
and do it, or go to an authentic French restaurant, of course. I mean, I've had
Yeah.
French food, but I've never had it's always been at Hey, this is a burger place, but we got this camembert cheese.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'd love to have a proper European dish. I love all kinds of food. Asian cuisine I've had quite a bit. It's very popular in Vancouver, where I'm from. Yeah, I think French or Italian.
French or Italian?
A 5-star dish.
I've always wanted to go to like one of those hot pot places.
Ooh.
Where it's like authentic and you make your
Have
food
you
there
ever-
in the pot. Yeah.
That means you've never been before?
No, I haven't. I really want to.
Oh. One
I
day
know.
we should go.
Yes.
One day. In the future.
In the future, if any of the cast members ever meet, we'll do a hot pot.
Are there hot pot places in Texas?
Probably. Maybe in Austin. Like, they have some
Yeah?
authentic places here and there.
There's a lot of places in Vancouver.
Yeah.
I have it
need to
maybe once
visit
a month or
Canada.
something. I mean, you don't have to go to anywhere else but Vancouver because they don't all have the variety that Vancouver has. That being said, Vancouver is super expensive.
I've never been out of state, so like I really need to get a move on that.
Oh,
Not out of state, out of country.
well, that is the most
I've been to a
shocking
few
thing I've heard
states.
today.
What? Really?
You have never been out of country.
No, I haven't. Is that a normal thing to go out of country?
I mean, maybe it's not. I don't know.
Have you?
Of course, all the time. I go to Hong Kong like every year. I go to the States is like only like an hour away.
You
go
can't
to
see it, but
Seattle.
my eyes are sparkling. You got all those countries.
I'm sorry. I'm causing Disney princess syndrome right now.
Hey, I love authentic things, and so whenever I hear of like people going to the Oriental side of things, I'm like, oh, I would love to do that and buy everything.
To see the world in all its glory, it's truly a breathtaking thing.
I'm so jealous, man. You're so much more of an adult than I am. It's not fair.
Oh, I beg to differ.
Let's
I think
see.
our opinions on that one vary slightly.
What's something you really resent paying for? Which I thought was a very unique question.
Something I really resent paying for? Oh boy.
Yeah.
It actually happened really recently.
Oh.
So on my phone, I can get this thing called Apple Music, which is like the Spotify for Apple.
Mm-hmm.
And I have not used it at all. I made a bunch of playlists that's like, yeah, I'll use these at the gym. Don't use them at the gym at all. I just go to YouTube. And I paid $10 a month for it. And I keep forgetting to
Ooh.
cancel my subscription. So I really hate that I've let it go on. You know what? I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna quit. I don't know, I'll do it after the questions, but
I never use Apple Music ever. I use Spotify.
there's
and
the app.
YouTube.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. So that answers that question. And now we're getting more into like the My Dear Cold Blooded King specific questions.
My favorites.
Yes. So before the series had even started, was there a specific role you wanted to voice for?
Ooh, well, when I even heard of the project, the series had actually started already. I came in episode 2 or 3? I think it was 3. 2? Oh,
You
man.
die in 2, I think.
I'm the first person to die on screen in My Dear Cold-Blooded King.
Yes.
I was thinking about that on my car ride. I was like, wow, I'm the guy who's like, what? And there's an arrow sticking in my chest, and then I die.
You're number 1 extra.
I was the first person to die, and I would
Yeah, you were.
I would have been very content. I never ever thought I would get to play Ryusaki though. After I finished my crowning achievement as a dead bandit, I was like, well, maybe if Ruka needs me for another project as henchman, I can dust off the old mic and get started.
Which I did cast him for a henchman in another webtoon dub, by the way.
And it was wonderful.
Asura's Bride, yeah, he was that creepy dude that
When you-
threw the girl in the back of the cart, yeah.
creepy dude who giggles and that's it. His scene is done.
Yeah, it was a shining moment, though. Hey, extras are hard to come by. I was like, that sounds
I'm,
great.
I'm a little bit happy that it's a shining moment, but at the same time, I'm like, well, that's the creepy bandit guy. What about the smooth talking, handsome lieutenant general that I've been doing for 81 episodes?
Yeah, no, that too. That's a shining role versus a moment, you know. Which, by the way,
Oh.
are you glad you got the role of?
I am
Ryusaki?
I am ecstatic that I got the role. I was reading the webcomic way before I was cast in a thing. I got hooked on it by Macon,
Yeah.
who you know.
Mhm.
She was like, "Hey, I want you to play the Blood King in my dub," and I'm like, "All right, well, I better read up on the Blood King." And then I read up on the Blood King, and I still didn't know who the Blood King was.
No one does.
At that time,
Still.
when it wasn't. It's not as, we know so much information right now, but back in like episode 30, it was like, okay, this guy is the Blood King, but he's not the Blood King. He's the bodyguard, but he's not. But he's the real king, and he sleeps in the tower. But this guy wears the mask, so it's maybe he's the Blood King too.
We went through a crisis as a cast. We didn't
It
know
was a
what
lot of
anything
fun.
was.
I enjoyed my
see.
time.
And then I think Joe, Dr. Bonehead, suggested you to me.
Yes, and I am forever grateful to my dear friend Dr. Bonehead. Please bleep that out.
And I heard your audition, and I was like, oh, I got to have this person for this role because I couldn't hear anyone else after that. So
And
I was
now-
really nervous that you wouldn't accept.
Of course, I was super busy at the time. I remember, but I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I really want to do this. I'll make the time for it. And make the time I did.
Yeah, it's been a lot of time since then, and we're just now, thanks to episode sponsors, being able to compensate a bit for that time. But man, it's been crazy.
It has been a wild ride. It's not ending anytime soon.
It's like
not. I don't mean this to
120
make it sound
episodes,
like
maybe. So
maybe.
I mean, we got like a few months left, maybe, of recording, which seems super short compared to like the time that we've spent on it already. But
You
it's
think?
gonna end one
No.
day.
It is gonna end one day, but I don't think we're gonna be finished by the end of the year. I don't think. Are we?
We might be.
Is that possible?
Yeah, it's possible. Depending on if we double up on certain episodes, we only have like, we're on what, 81,
81.
40 episodes left.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. So not that much when you think about it.
What am I gonna do after this is over?
I don't know either what I'm
What am I gonna do?
gonna do.
I can't be the lieutenant general. It's gonna be over.
I know. Okay,
It'll
let's
be
move on.
It'll be happily, and then. Let's maybe the next question.
What was your inspiration for Ryu's voice? Keep it together.
Oh boy, I like this question a lot. So, there's this character in Fire Emblem. His name is Niles. He is he's a criminal. He's also like, he says everything in innuendos.
Sounds about right.
So I thought that, well, maybe I can just do a voice like he was a criminal, and he's a criminal. I was like, yeah, this kind of matches. I would do that. And then for the sillier side of Ryusaki, I'm very heavily inspired by Travis Willingham in everything, namely Critical Role. He's he can be such a dork, and I love it. He's my favorite boy. Travis Willingham, he's so handsome in real life. My friend who didn't even know this doesn't go outside the Q&A, by the way.
Oh, okay. I'll cut it.
No, you don't cut it. But this video could never be released. My friend who never even heard of Travis Willingham showed up. We were at a con, And then I met Travis Willingham. I was like, hey, can you sign my game? And it's like, yeah, sure, pal. And then my friend was like, whoa. And then it's like, hey, who's your friend? And it's like, oh, this is my friend, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Nice to meet you. And then he was like, dude, he's so handsome. He's built like a football player. He's amazing. This is like the third most handsome person I've ever met. And I was like, yeah, man, okay. That's not weird, but cool.
So, man, that makes me happier for Ryusaki's voice. I totally approve. If you could voice any character in the series, aside from Ryusaki, regardless of gender, who would you voice?
Oh, man. This is like the question that like other voice actors avoid. Because they're like, oh, man, they're all my friend. And everyone in the cast is, I would say, is my friend. But,
yeah. If the role wasn't cast, say, that you're gonna choose.
And I had the power to manipulate minds so you would cast me. I don't know.
I'm immune to all y'all's charm now. 30 episodes in, I got that immunity.
I don't know.
It took a while.
It's weird. I don't know who I'd voice. I don't know. Maybe Hayashi. Maybe the ambassador.
I can see.
I would love to be the ambassador. The ambassador is fun, but there's no way I could do a better job than who we have already playing the ambassador. And there's no way I would deny Joe his villain role. Other Joe, that is. He didn't get many of those back then.
I think Hayashi was his first one.
Yeah, now look at him now. The Prince of the Abyss.
He's actually doing mobile games and stuff with that voice pattern. You're like, wow. And we got some Hayashi and Mei, as you guys know, have some fun scenes coming up. That's gonna be a challenge.
In case you don't know, just stay tuned for that. It'll be coming soon. 10 episodes or something, right? Something like that. It's like episode 99.
Yeah, it's not even that far.
90, 95? Yeah.
Okay, do you enjoy voicing alongside the other cast members?
I do. I really do love to hear everyone else's performance. I love your performance.
No.
I mean, Ryusaki doesn't have many scenes outside of with Mei.
That's true.
But everyone says, oh man, our voices work so well together. And I'm like, really? I'm cool? And it's like, yeah, I get to be cool with Ruka? Awesome.
Yes. I do love the dialogue that our characters get to have.
Oh, I love it too.
It's a lot of fun.
It is.
It's a lot of fun.
So much fun. It is. It brings me such joy to voice all of Ryusaki's cheesy lines.
Oh my gosh. I think someone asked that just a little further down, but since you mentioned it, they asked, like, what was your favorite Ryusaki line?
Oh, it's always gonna be when he knows about the ambassador and he's like, yeah, I knew that guy was your secret admirer, but I didn't say anything about it. Nice ship, by the way.
It's a boat. Yep. People quote that line to me all the time.
I love it. I love that whole interaction. Because Ryusaki just appears from the ceiling or something. I don't know.
From the ceiling.
It was like right after
him hanging up there.
It was like right after this like confession, and the ambassador's like, shh, and he puts his fingers on Mei's lips, and he's like, it's forbidden fruit, it can never be. And he runs off crying, and then Ryusaki's like, yep, wow. That's a thing that happened.
Oh, that's one of my favorite episodes, like, period. That was such a fun, cute episode.
I like that one a lot, too. I also really like, everything that happened before the wagon. Like, we're talking about disguises. This was, like, episode 78? 79? Where it's like, before the wagon. Or it's like, you're going to be playing as my wife.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, really? And it's like, of course, wifey. Why wouldn't it be any other way?
Oh, yeah, and then she's really mad that she's being used as a prop.
It's like, it has to be done.
Again.
That's the only way we're getting Kozuke.
which that was other questions. Favorite scene to voice and favorite episode to voice.
Oh, man. I don't have all the numbers memorized, but one of I do enjoy my scenes with Kodiak.
Ooh,
Because
yeah, the brother scenes.
Yes, because it's a very different kind of Ryusaki that we're normally used to. With Mei, he's like super playful, and he's like ooh, hoo, hoo, and he's jovial, and then with Katsu, it's like he's more harsh. He's this older brother character who's telling him exactly what he needs to do, and Katsu's like, I know, but this is a thing I want to do, and it's like, oh, you idiot. Do it this way, or we'll never get Kozuke. I'm ad-libbing,
Big
of
brothers.
course, but I like those scenes.
It's yeah, and can you recall like a favorite episode out of the ones that we've recorded so far?
A favorite episode that we've recorded so far. Oh man, this is it's not even an episode I'm really in.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like when Mei has dinner with the Blood King for the first time.
Oh wait, was that episode 10?
It is
With
a
the
very
ambassador
early episode. Yes, and the ambassador
mistaking her.
It's like, I want to see her.
Mistaking her wanting to be in his harem.
Exactly.
Oh, that was the very first like awkward scene I ever had to record. It took me forever to do, and it's hilarious because now I do those scenes all the time.
The whole episode really sticks out to me because Lifelight's art is really, really, really good in that episode.
Yeah, and it's just gotten better.
It sure has. Oh man.
I'm trying to think of like a favorite scene because there's so many. There's like some scenes that I like because they're funny, and then there's some scenes I like because they're intense, and then other ones that are cute.
Are they with me?
There are
With Ryusaki,
various
I mean?
ships. Some were with Ryusaki, definitely. And there's so many of them. Gosh, there's so many. I do remember thinking that because I was. Don't get mad. I did ship Katsu and Mei for like the first 20 or so episodes.
What?
I did. Like episode 11 was so
You're
cute.
the captain of the Ryumei ship.
I am?
And you're saying you're steering this ship. I'm the one who's like, all right, Captain, where are we going? And it's like, oh, we're going towards the sunset. The Katsume ship is sinking.
Well, that's also true, but like I said, I did switch ships and I switched pretty hard and heavily, so we're good.
This is quite the betrayal I'm hearing.
It was a previous betrayal that's not current in standing.
A previous betrayal is still a betrayal in my eyes.
Oh, well, get your eyes checked.
I don't think that you should be the captain of the Ryumei ship after all.
Would you like to be the captain?
Actually, it's probably not a good idea.
Oh, gosh. But banter scenes like what we're just doing are always fun to record. I can't think of a specific one outside of the boat scene, ironically enough.
The boat
scene? That's what it was. One of my favorite Ryusaki Mei scenes was right before your favorite scene, where Ryusaki just pops up. Or no, it's right after, where he grabs her from behind and she freaks out because she said his name for the first time.
Oh!
I made a noise
she's
for
all
that
like,
panel.
She's all like, I've got to
Yeah.
be friends with the ambassador. I mean with the lieutenant general.
Uh-huh.
And then he's like, did you say my name?
Uh-huh. And then
You said my name! Ooh.
Yeah, and then she does like this little like, ah! Scream. And that was so funny to put together. And then the whole like, no! Leave me alone! Afterwards. That was probably one of my favorite scenes. And I won't mention any with Katsu since apparently I don't want to get my captain title stripped away.
I don't believe it.
I know. Can't believe how close I came.
We'll leave it up for the comments if you still deserve to be captain of the ship.
Don't put my fate in the comments' hands.
Well, I shouldn't make the decision either.
Yeah.
It has to be completely fair. Comment section, Does she deserve to be captain of the Ryume ship? Answer below. My Dear Gold-Blooded King is sponsored by Carl's Jr.
No! I mean, Carlos
Yes.
Jr. if you want to. I don't mind the extra cash. But yeah, if we recall your bloopers, your last set of bloopers.
I think that's part of why I liked the episode with the dinner so much. Because my blooper was like, I think I just had to whisper, so I just whispered nonsense.
That's true. That's where it came from. I
It
forgot
is where
about
it came
that.
from.
Yeah, you leaned
Episode
over to the
10.
ambassador. It was like, I would like a burger, please, with ketchup, please.
Hey.
And then like you went to list all these condiments and then said please after every one, and I was like, what? Oh man, that was good times. I just couldn't say harem right at the time, so that's in the episode forever.
It will now haunt you forever.
It does. You won't well, I guess you'll realize it now, so I'm digging my own grave, but most of the time I say harem differently, like depending on the episode.
Harem.
So like I'll be like harem, harem. Like I say it differently every time just because. And same thing with Daisuke or Daisuke. Like none of us say it the right way or the same way every episode. And it's because originally Lifelight told me it was like this way, and I was like, okay. And then it's not like it wasn't how, foreigners would say it. And so we're like, but wait, it's also this way. And so we all have, I call it like Daisuke's nickname. Like we all just have our own way that we remember him and his name. And that's how that's what we end up saying.
Hey, you, soldier friend, come over here. Is that your sister at the market stand?
Yeah, a lot of people thought that Ryusaki was in love with Daisuke. That was a thing.
I mean, is he not?
So, I mean,
In a
who wouldn't love
platonic way?
Ryusaki? Can't blame him. Let's think. Are you similar in any way to Ryusaki? That's the next question.
Besides the narcissism, probably not. I'm nowhere near as clever as Ryusaki. Ryusaki was able to salvage a lie about having 3 children and make it sound actually plausible. I couldn't do that. We have 3 children, so they can relate to our children. You're pregnant, so they won't make you do any work, you see? My lie was good.
I don't remember little details of all those episodes because usually blurred out by anger that May's feeling. Do you ship Ryume? Or Ryume? And then it says, in
Ryu.
parentheses, I love the voice you've given. A favorite character of mine. Thank you for being an awesome human being. I just thought I'd leave those little parts in there, so.
Oh, yeah. Why not? Ryusaki, I feel like he, well, I mean, going into, I have my own kind of personal thing about Ryusaki. I think that Ryusaki's always been kind of a loner. If you get what I mean. He's not really close with Katsu, who's like his half brother. He doesn't really have any friends besides Mei.
That is true.
You know? Even like the one scene I have where I talk to Shibisaki, like he just wants to get out of there. He doesn't want to talk to me.
Yeah.
So I think maybe, I think Ryusaki kind of needs it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I
who
agree.
knows what'll happen. He might go down a dark path. Spoilers for the latest episode. So it's not actually
Yeah.
spoilers, but looking at that last scene, it's looking rough.
Yeah, and I've read up to episode 107, so I know what happens after that.
You have a fast pass?
I had for those. I don't have it anymore, but I did for those few. And yeah, no, I'm not gonna tell you. But let's see. I think they're good for each other. Ultimately.
I think so too. They talk. Ryusaki's there for her, and she needs him. You know, when she needs him, he's there. I mean to say, she doesn't need him. She is a strong woman who can take down like a bunch of people. Now.
Yeah, I think in a way though, like he keeps her sane. In a way.
In a way, it
Because May
keeps her
has a lot of
grounded.
tense, a lot of tense scenes with May. outside of Ryusaki. They're all really, really tense, and she doesn't know who to trust.
Also,
or
Ryusaki's pretty smart too.
yeah.
If it was up to Mei, they would be fighting like 20 bandits in a lake naked.
I mean,
Ryusaki made the tactical decision to jump off a cliff. Smart guy.
That scene. There are some scenes that I'm like, I'm gonna have to voice this eventually.
That's what you signed up for.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is that, like, you know, it's just gotten more intense as the episodes have gone on, and we don't know usually what episodes are coming or like what they're going to be like. So, you know, when we started this project, it was only up to like episode 18 or something. Before any of the spice of the series kicked in. So I've been slowly exposed to different things.
What was the spiciest scene in the early days, I wonder?
The first one that we had...
Was it the kiss?
Was it the kiss? It
Was
might
it the
have
Katsu kiss?
been. It
Was
might
it the
have been the
Ryusaki
Katsu
kiss?
No. Ryusaki kiss was more political at the time.
I
Yeah, it
don't
might have
think
been
so.
the Katsu kiss. That was like... Oh, it was the drunk stuff
drunk
leading
part?
up to that. Yeah, his imagination.
Oh.
Cuz that was the first one I had to like cut a bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Very spicy.
How scandalous.
I know, so scandalous. It's really funny when it comes to the scandalous part of things. But moving on away from the scandal, what do you think of Ryusaki's personality, and do you think he's always been as flirtatious as he is?
I want to say no about the flirtatious part.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that built after Shiori. I think the flirtatious part is a way, in a way, to kind of push people away, I guess. You know, I think he knows he's acting kind of bad.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, he's also like free spirit, man. He lives his life his own way. What was the earlier part? Sorry, of that question.
What do you think of Ryusaki's personality?
Oh, I love it. He is such a fun, interesting character. It is an absolute pleasure to voice him. He's just okay. It's not that he's flirtatious and he knows what to say. He knows what to say. That's what I was gonna say. That he knows what to say at the right time, and if it's not, it's hilarious. and that's what I really like about him. It's also, you know, pretty complicated for Ryusaki.
Yeah.
He's got to get his feelings sorted out in a future episode.
Yeah, the 83 is coming up. I'm so excited.
It's 83. Wait, hang on.
Yeah, his.
I thought it was like
spoilers.
85 or something.
No, it's like.
I thought I had more weeks.
No.
It really is 83.
Yeah.
Are you even in 83?
At the end, yeah.
You are.
I am.
And you also
82 is my breakdown. And 83 is yours.
That's exciting. That's like gonna be a new Ryusaki for me.
Yes. I'm
How I
so
voice him.
excited to see how you do that. Yeah.
I am terrified.
I'm excited. You'll do great. You've done great so far. I don't doubt it.
To play a genuine Ryusaki.
But to take that pressure off of you, what is your favorite character from My Dear Cold-Blooded King?
This is gonna kind of come out of left field. I really like Akane.
Finally, some Akane love.
I really do like Akane. I've never had a scene with Akane, mind you. I don't think I've ever have, actually.
I don't think
Has
you get a
Ryusaki
scene
and
with her
Akane ever?
till 101, I think.
101?
I think.
Do we even interact?
Yeah, all the group interacts in that episode.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
I imagine it's just like Princess Akane. I'm glad you're well.
No, it's with Mei, Akane, Katsu, and Ryusaki all having a meeting.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
The squad gets back together. But yeah, no, I love Akane. She's so sweet, and she's got such a sad past, which we won't delve into because it's up ahead.
I like her story. I like that it's about like. Okay, I thought I wasn't gonna say more, but I will say more because Akane, like, her whole backstory is kind of it's really interesting. It's all about misconceptions. Like, oh, the Blood King, what a guy. He kills people, you know, Akane. I don't know if he's good for you. I don't know if I want to spoil what happens though to the viewers.
Just say spoilers.
Spoilers.
You guys can skip ahead.
We've spoiled stuff actually all
throughout. It's
this whole thing.
At this point.
Why am I conscious of it now? Spoilers, everyone. She calls off the Katsu calls off the engagement because of the things Akane's retainers say. Partially.
Oh yeah. Misunderstandings.
Misconceptions. Katsu's a good boy. He is. I like Katsu. But he is my eternal rival.
Speaking of which, who do you think Mei should go for? Which I think we've already said Ryume at that point.
Huh?
But
no, that's not my answer for that though. Ambasame.
It isn't?
Of course.
Well, okay. Get off my ship.
Huh? What?
I'm throwing you off the ship.
I'm riding because the Ambasame ship sunk.
That's fair. Okay.
It sunk. The bottle's gone. It's on the Ryume ship.
Poor his like. Did you read his like mini chapters?
My Dear Ambassador.
Yeah, where he was like,
and My Dear Villains 2.
Where he was like, this isn't appropriate for children, and like covers up the scroll. Oh.
I miss this man.
Yeah, he's amazing. Next one. If you were in his position, would you have fallen for Mei like Ryu had?
Oh, that is a tough one. Would I have? I'm a very different person than Ryusaki. But Mei's beautiful. I don't see why not. If I'd spent,
Are you sure you're that different?
I don't know, actually. We have the same voice, but I don't know if we're the same.
That's actually another question.
Ooh, wait, but I was gonna say if I had spent 6 months training Mei, and then Mei beat up everyone, yeah, I'd be really happy. I'd be impressed. Maybe I'd fall in love. I don't know. I'm gonna say yes.
That's actually a question. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you earlier.
Go ahead.
That was actually a question further down. It was, what are 3 similarities that you found between your personality and Ryu's and 3 differences?
Oh boy. Slight narcissism. Wants to be funny, but it ends up being super lame. And I don't know, actually. I can think of a lot of differences.
All right, hit us.
I could be like I could use my narcissism to say, and I just want to make everyone happy. That's all Ryusaki wants to do. No, that's not true though. What is it? I don't know, clever. But he's way more clever than me. That's a really tough question, but thank you for answering that. That's gonna be something I'm gonna think about for the rest of the night.
Well, if you think of your answers, you can just stop me and go, Ruka, wait, I have the answer.
Thank you for listening to the Q&A, and it's like, wait, Ruka, I know
You're
the
gonna do that,
similarities
aren't you?
now. Oh, that'd be funny, but I don't know. I'll probably forget by then.
Okay, random question. You don't have to answer it if you're uncomfortable, but you know, there's a height thing that has been talked amongst the cast of how tall each one of us is. And my lack of height thereof. So, how tall are you?
Oh, comment section. These are the scandalous questions I was asking for. I was waiting for, and asking for.
They asked worse ones, but I was like, eh.
Should've
They
put
asked
one in there
things
for
you like,
fun.
your age,
Oh, I don't mind.
social security
So,
number.
11111111. I know it's weird, but it's Canadian though, so try it out. It might work. But don't steal my identity, please. Okay? I'm asking you, chat. Comment section. You're not chat. This is almost like a
Yes.
Twitch stream. How tall am I? I am 6'3", or for all you metric system people, 183 centimeters.
Gotcha.
I'm
And they did
also
ask your
20.
age, but,
How dare you interrupt me when I was about to say my age? It was going to flow so I'm 27.
Oh, jeez. Yes. So there you go, guys. There you go. If you guys want to know his constellation, his star alignment, I'm sure.
I'm like
Wait.
the midpoint between Taurus and Gemini.
You actually know this?
Huh? Yeah, of course.
You actually know this information?
Yeah, of course. I'm curious. I want to know if I'll live happy.
That's fair.
I was born in the year of the monkey in the Chinese zodiac. Yeah, I don't know. What else do you want to know? Comment section. Oh, I get a comment section. I don't know. Are you gonna answer us? Where's the scandalous questions? I'm a little disappointed. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Ruka. Tell us all the answers right now.
Oh, what answers?
Of everything I just said.
Of every the questions aren't for me. I don't.
How tall are you?
5'6".
That's not funny. You're taller than
no,
Tom Cruise, I think.
Well, that's great, because that's one of the actors I can't personally stand. But,
Well,
yeah,
now
I'm
you
5'6".
have the height advantage on him if you ever get into a fight.
Oh man, yeah, no, yeah, there you go. You and Kodiak are both that you would tower over me. If we took a picture at a con, if we ever met, which none of us have ever met, by the way. Some of you asked how Chrome and I met, which I was gonna let him make an elaborate story of how we met, but
Oh, you should have let me before you explained all this.
oh, you mean how we met?
It would have been marvelous. So I was at the train station one time. I was reading My Dear Cold-Blooded King at the train station, and then Ruka showed up. She was FaceTiming on another phone, but then she told the person, "Look, he's reading My Dear Cold-Blooded King. I need an actor for that. Hey, are you reading My Dear Cold-Blooded King? Do you want a role as a bandit? Here you go." And I was like, wow, this is awfully sudden. I'm not even an actor. I'm just a passerby waiting for the train. And then Ruka threw money all over the place. And
You're
I was
saying
like,
I
well,
threw money at you?
no, it was FaceTime. You were throwing money all over the place in the call. You were talking to someone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I guess if you have all that money, why not?
You made it sound initially that like I just met this stranger on the train and was like, "Hey, you, I need your voice," and just started throwing
you're
dollar bills.
You've never been to Vancouver. You've never been out of country. You gotta keep the story within the confines. So you were FaceTiming your friend in Vancouver, and you were like, "That man's reading My Dear Cold-Blooded King. I love that. I should talk to him instead of my friend in Vancouver."
Little did you know that friend was Kodiak.
Whoa!
The rivalry
that'd be a
was
twist.
born.
I knew. I saw Kodiak's face. And I didn't even realize it. That's crazy. He was scouting people like Nick Fury.
Yeah, the tall scouts, cause I'm short, cause that's how it is. Jedi's also taller.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. What did you say?
Huh?
About the thing you said before. Jedi's taller than you. What did you say?
I said I'm short.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Can you say it again?
Shut up. I get it. I'm also much younger than you. Let's see. And I think Kodiak's a year older than me, so you're 27?
Yes, I might be
Kodiak.
the oldest. I am a contender for the oldest cast member.
No, I think Jedi's close to your age as well.
Blasphemous.
She might be a few years younger than you, barely. And then I must say, I think Kodiak he's 23 now,
Incredible.
and I'm 21.
To have such a voice at that age.
I'll be 22 in August, though. I'm not a baby. We'll get there.
You were the last person I would call a baby.
Yeah, right. I think Easy Peasy, like we said in previous podcasts, Easy Peasy's probably the oldest cast member.
Oh,
we're guessing.
I knew that.
Fujioka.
Didn't I? Yeah.
Mhm. I'm, aside from the extras, I'm the youngest main cast member. Oh no, aside from Joe. Joe's the youngest.
You're older than Joe?
Well, yeah, I think Joe's a year younger than me.
I thought Joe was like 40. Sorry.
Does Joe sound like a 40-year-old? You could not even like jokingly pass that.
I mean, I've met very high-pitched 40-year-olds.
That's fair.
40 isn't that old.
I usually freak people out with my voice, and then when they meet me, they're like, "You're not."
Who's this
Oh.
lost child?
Yeah, they have to look down. Hi, there I am.
Security. Find
Yeah,
this girl's mother.
If we ever do meet at a con ever, we need one of those pictures. It's just gonna be I'll be in the middle, you guys on the side, and it'll just be my head, like the top of my head, and then you guys. Because
Can we do a photo with me doing an uppercut to everyone?
I don't see why not.
And then we can say I won all those fights.
I don't know if I'd let you win against me, but take the others
come
out. Go
on.
ahead. I got height, man. You'd have to bend down to uppercut me.
You're saying you would beat me with a height disadvantage?
I mean, I can aim lower, so.
Fair point.
Okay.
Let's just say it would be a good fight and leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll concede. Next question. When it comes to Hayashi, Kozuke, and the Ambassador, which of these characters would you rather kiss, marry, and murder, respectively?
I saw
This
this
is my
question.
favorite. This is my favorite question.
I thought about it, and then I thought about what Ryusaki would choose,
Oh gosh.
and I think we both agree we would kill Kozuke. He's very handsome. No, I wouldn't kill Kozuke.
Are you asking me what I would do or what
No,
they would do?
I'm second guessing myself. Okay, I would kill Hayashi, kiss Kozuke, marry the Ambassador, because that man, he is a true spectacle, a shining beacon in the darkness. The Ambassador, and then
I would agree.
Ryusaki would be he would kill Kozuke, kiss the Ambassador, marry Hayashi. I think.
Really?
I don't think he necessarily likes any of those characters.
If I were Ryusaki, I would probably kiss them all beforehand and then murder them respectively.
Whoa, that's even the Ambassador? What?
Not the
That's
Ambassador.
so rude. So you would just kiss the Ambassador then murder people? That's so weird, Ruka.
I'm talking about like as Mei.
Oh.
And as as Ryusaki. What Ryusaki would do.
Oh.
Don't you think that he would just like kiss them all on the cheek and then stab them? I feel like he would.
I feel like he'd marry them all and then stab them.
Well, that's worse.
That's Ryusaki. He plays the
That's
long
true.
game.
Mei would just
He
run.
He marries Kozuke, and then he's like, "All right, what do you want in your sandwich, dear?" And then he sprinkles the rat poison and laughs. I got you now, Kozuke.
I think Mei would marry Kozuke, kiss the Ambassador, and murder Hayashi.
I have ruined Ryusaki for this whole comment section because I'm actually a dingus.
Well, actually, any chance you could do a line or two using the Ambassador's voice?
The Ambassador's voice? I don't voice the Ambassador.
It was a request.
Oh,
You can
well,
deny it if you want to shatter the hearts of our fans.
You know I can't deny any request. I need a line from the Ambassador.
You can do the stuff from 24, where he's confessing.
Okay, hang on. Let me get that open.
Oh, you're actually gonna do it.
Here we go. I hope you're all ready because it is gonna happen. Oh man.
I'll cue the saxophone music.
Don't make this weird.
Oh, it's gonna over the podcast. If you do an ambassador voice, there's going to be saxophone music.
It's gonna make him sound like Mickey Mouse then.
I don't make the rules.
You make the rules though, Ruka.
No, I don't.
You do.
Mm-mm.
You do make the rules.
No, I don't.
You would dare I can't. I'm trying to find it. It was like it's episode 25 or later.
24.
I checked 24. It wasn't 24.
It wasn't? 26 maybe?
26 seems feasible. Where is it? What's happening? God, this is such a... Let's answer another question and I'll get back to this one.
Okay. Now that you've done the voice of Hayate, would you continue working on other webtoons? What kind of webtoon would they be?
Oh, I love this question.
Yeah. Go for it.
So, I have worked on various webtoon projects. I play a really bad boy in Makon's The Siren's Lament. I don't think I've shown up yet, though. In other smaller webtoons, not nearly as big as My Dear Cold-Blooded King and not nearly as lengthy, I play the god of love Eros in my friend Sox VA's project of Lore Olympus. And I'm loving that because Eros is it's pretty similar.
Yeah.
Let's be
That's
real,
what I thought when I listened to it.
But he's similar, but he's more of the he's like the oh my, oh goodness, nice
Fabulous.
shit, but like all the time. And then he's like, oh my gosh. I love Eros. Eros is fun. Lore Olympus is really fun. I like that. I really like that webcomic also. Sunday is like my favorite time to read webcomics.
Same.
I'm in a very, very... Ruka doesn't even know about this one, but... I'm in a very, very, very small dub of the webcomic Where Tangents Meet. And I play the role of Landon.
Oh.
And that is a lot of fun. I mean, I don't know if anyone knows, but I think Where Tangents Meet might be my favorite webtoon. I'm pretty sure.
I'll wedge the arrow out of my heart, but I accept it.
I mean, it's not like my favorite role, but my reading experience with Where Tangents Meet was pretty much perfect. I think it's like the perfect length. It tells you what you need to know, and it has intriguing characters.
That's cute. I need to read it.
You haven't read it?
I've only read parts of it. Like, I haven't read the full thing yet.
Oh my. It's really good. I like it a lot. I haven't found an ambassador scene yet.
And he's also in TOG. That's true.
Oh, I forgot about Tower of God.
You're terrible.
It's such a different role. I was thinking, oh, romance, god of love, romance. Oh, that's me. I play the ranker, Ro, the test supervisor for the floor. This makes no sense to anyone actually listening. I play a teacher named Ro. He is a very fun boy. I was going to say guy, and then I said boy, and then I said goy.
Boy. He looks like Pikachu.
No. I mean, yeah.
He's got yellow hair and the 2 little dots on his cheek.
But that's Mr. Pikachu to you, though.
Mr. Pikachu? I'm the princess in that dub.
Yeah, but I'm super strong.
Call you Pika if I want.
Do you know how strong I am? I'm a ranker. I climbed the tower. I've done the goal of the whole webcomic.
Okay. Agree to disagree. I think we're in...
I'm so mad.
Why are you so mad?
Because I'm the strongest and you won't acknowledge it.
That's... I mean... in Tower of God, I voice Endorsi Jihad, and she wouldn't acknowledge that.
Ro is pretty cool. He's a teacher, and he doesn't care about his students, and he's super cool. And he's all like, "Oh, hello there, regulars. How's it going?" I think that's like the most natural role I have.
I feel like we're reversed in our roles in Tower of God. Like, I feel like I'm the female version of Ryusaki.
Yeah.
And you're
I
more
guess so.
chill.
Are you saying
When it
that
comes to, like,
I'm the-
Bam,
Are you saying that RetroRyno is the May of Tower of God?
Bomb's the May of Tower of
Yeah,
God.
it's true.
RetroRyno's like the ambassador.
I
mean...
I felt hurt, but then I remembered I really like the ambassador, so that's definitely a compliment. Thanks. I don't have a good ambassador line that I found. It's like, Governor, what of your province? Do you have an opinion on this? I can't find the confession. The confession happens after the first raid on the castle, doesn't it?
I'm looking at the episodes. No, I don't want this. Where? Come on. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up the official playlist that
I almost feel like it's gonna be like
have.
episode 39 or something.
I'm gonna 34. It's 34.
Oh.
Go, 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 go.
Episode 34. I'm not much for words on the spot. I'm a bit more relaxed when writing, but I couldn't contain my feelings no longer. If only you weren't engaged to my king. Our forbidden love can never flourish under such conditions. I know there is passion between you and the king, but I assure that there is love between you and I. And then May's like, love? And the ambassador's like, shh. We mustn't break. We mustn't speak it aloud. And we mustn't touch one another. The intensity of our love is too much for this world. It would be dangerous for us to consummate these feelings. It is a burden you were never meant to carry alone. So please, accept this humble gift. When the storms of life surround you, think of my love as this boat, keeping you safe and afloat through life's journey. I will always be your noble boat, Kihara May. That's all I'm going to do. But he ends it. Oh my god, he ends it so well. I love you, Kihara May. Farewell. Yeah, so I saw all of that. He's gusty, I'll give him that. Bonus rounds also, since he managed to completely fluster you.
Oh gosh, I
And
remember
scene.
all of that. I remember
I love it too.
RSB, voice of Ambassador, he auditioned with that scene. And
Of course.
I died so many times because he was like, our love can never flourish instead of flourish. I was done. I love any of those interactions because she's just like,
Why don't we have more ambassador?
I know,
The ambassador should be the one.
May should have run to the ambassador when she was drunk. It would have made more sense.
It would have been interesting.
Yeah, those were... Drunk May was a fun episode to do. Because I've never been drunk. So, that was just fun. There's so many questions. Would you ever think of cosplaying Ryusaki?
Oh, I would love to. Oh, it'd be so marvelous. To wear a mask, to not wear a mask. To wear a black uniform. It would be
I
so
love the
fun.
uniforms.
But I'd love to cosplay the unused concept of Wizard Ryusaki who shot laser beams out of his fingers.
Yes!
I think that would be the best one.
Do it. I love, like... I don't know, when we did the cosplay video, which was so cheesy, but the
It ain't
uniforms
cheesy, it's awesome.
we had made for Ryusaki and May were my favorite. Only because it was boiling hot and I didn't want to wear sleeves. But like, you feel so cool when you're fighting in those outfits. It was fun.
I have never cosplayed before.
You should. It's
My
fun.
one regret. I would love to, but
You
whenever
still
a con
can.
happens, I know, I still can.
I've
It's
never
never
been
too
to a
late.
con and I cosplay.
I have no excuse then.
Yeah, you don't. I hope to go to a con soon, but
I cosplay as myself, Joseph Ryan, every day.
which, by the way, your face reveal is like a year late,
There's a good reason for that.
isn't there?
Yeah, of course. Is that a question? Is that a question for this I keep saying podcast. Q&A?
That doesn't have to be, but I'll revisit it later. Were there any scenes in My Dear Cool But a King that really touched or affected you?
I died of laughter talking about the ambassador ship. I do like the scene when well, this is more, a lot of these scenes. I was more touched when I was reading more so than acting, because I knew everything that was happening.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the scene where Mei sneaks into Ryusaki's room and finds Shiori's letter under his bed,
Oh yeah.
and then
it
Ryusaki
trips.
he has lots of fun. But then for a moment he lets his guard down.
Oh yeah, that was his imagination scene.
Yes. And I thought, wow, maybe he really does care.
Yeah. I love them too.
One of my favorite scenes recently was actually the newest episode with our old pal Fujioka.
Yes.
I enjoyed that episode quite a bit. And I guess the most recent one that we'll be dubbing will be episode 83.
82's next, and 83's after that.
83 is the one where it's like, wow, Ryusaki he's realizing things about himself.
Yes, I screamed when I read that chapter.
I bet you did.
I recorded me screaming for that chapter.
Oh, there
For
was
the
a reaction
podcast.
video on
Yeah.
on your channel. I didn't
Not
watch
a
that one.
reaction. No, it's more of just like my studio was literally blocked off by construction at the time, because I was using another studio, and they were doing construction work on the door, like up to it, and I literally like squeezed my way past it, like snuck through it, so I could get to the studio to record this reaction. That's how dedicated I was. Plus, I'm short and small, so I can squeeze through construction.
Wait, so were you like you saw the new episode and you're like, I gotta record my reaction, or did you like read a couple pages and you were like, oh, I gotta get this on audio?
I like skimmed over the chapter, and then I was like freaking out. So I was like, I gotta talk to people about this. Like, ran up. I was like, guys.
Ooh, I'm looking at my audio. I have peaked the mic a couple times.
You're good.
I'm an actor, by the way. Haha.
I've worked with your lines so much. I can handle it. Which is also weird. Like when you work with someone's lines for a long time, like you can tell when they're sick and when something's off. It's really weird. But I can pretty much say that for all my cast because it's been 2 years.
Did I sound any? What was my sketchiest audio recording? Here's a question from me.
Not your sketchiest, but I think a few episodes ago in like the tent episode, you were more down. You didn't have as high energy as you normally do.
I was sick, actually.
So like stuff like that.
I think that was right before and after the wedding.
Yeah.
I was really sick after that.
Yeah, see, so you can just pick it up, you know.
That was rough.
And I think we've had lines like where you or Kodiak will send your lines in and you're congested because you're sick, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I can tell. The audience probably can't tell, but I can tell that you're sick, and then I tell you to go sit in the
Audience,
corner.
don't listen to these other episodes and try and hear the sound of my congestion. It's not. Don't do it. But do watch the episodes again because it is a great series.
Yes, and it helps us a lot. Let's see. Okay, if you were Mei, who would you want to be with, Ryusaki or Katsu or Ambassador Kozuki? We're going to take the Ambassador out of this because
What do you mean?
Because he's the golden boy. He's the safe answer.
He's got a fair shot as anyone else.
Oh, we would pick him immediately. That's why I'm taking him out of the pool.
Well,
so Ryusaki,
fine.
Katsuo, or Kozuke. Obviously, Ryusaki's who I would pick if I were Mei.
Would you like to elaborate why Ryusaki is such a good boy?
Well, his voice doesn't do him any, you know.
Okay, fair.
I'm just kidding. I really like the depth of his character. And I think for Mei, she needs someone like him to kind of keep her on her toes. And like you said before, like previous things, like they balance each other out. They're a very passionate couple. Katsu, I think would resent Mei down the road if they were to be together. I think there's just a lot of they can't communicate. And that's detrimental when it comes to relationships. And then Kozuke's a murderer. But
he's a prince.
He's a crime lord, and he sells women,
But he was a former lord of his kingdom.
He's kidnapped her, he's sexually assaulted her, he's drawn on her body.
I bet he's rich, too.
Those were awful episodes to record when she was reacting so traumatized to his stuff. I was like, yeah, no.
Those were rough, actually, I imagine.
Yeah, it was rough to record. But, because Kozuke almost had me for 2 seconds during their childhood episodes. Because it was so cute. And you're like, oh, I want to root for that. And then you realize what a douche he turned out to be. So.
What a douche.
What a douche. That's as crazy as my language gets.
I'm the hero of the story, and I'm not the hero of the story at all.
I'm the one who wins.
I feel like Ryusaki would be like, he doesn't think he's the hero of the story either.
Yeah. And that's what I like about him, you know?
Yeah.
He's not the first thing that you're drawn to. And actually, I think episode 4 was one of my favorites to record for in the beginning. Was their first meeting.
It was fun.
And how you basically just get tossed around a room.
Yeah. Back when you were an inexperienced soldier. Back in your naivete.
Yeah. Back in those days. When we were still learning how to do fight sound bites, you know. But that was fun, because I always love a relationship that starts out rocky. What has been your favorite part about being in My Dear Cool-Blooded King?
My favorite part of being part of My Dear Cool-Blooded King is working with such a talented crew. And getting to work with Lifelight, too. That's a big plus.
I agree.
About the talented crew? Are you saying that we're all talented?
Oh yeah, no, you guys, I sing your praises all the time.
Specifically? Do you want to say someone is really good on the podcast right now?
You are my favorite Ryusaki.
I'm the only Ryusaki, though.
No, genuinely though, I've loved working with. Are you sure you can handle this compliment?
No, I'm good. You can
too late.
You can put your story on the shelf. No, please, I said no already.
When has that ever stopped Ryusaki?
Why would you ask me then?
Because it's payback. But yeah, no, I've enjoyed working with everyone, and you've been very, very good at your character and getting in lines where I can still put the episode together on time. And it's just been a lot of fun voicing these characters. And I think everyone will kind of always have a really special place in my heart, cast-wise and crew, for their characters. Because we've all done this for so long, and it's been such a pleasurable experience that, it's going to be a good memory for me. So thank you for that, and for being so talented and fun to hang around with and interact with. So there you go. You okay?
I felt a crack in my frozen heart.
Oh no.
I think it's okay. Oh. We just barely got through that. Oh man. I don't know how many more of those I can take.
Oh, don't worry. When we get towards the end of the series, I'm going to be crying.
Gosh. That is going to be heartbreaking. Oh. So, If you met Hayate in real life, what will you do or say?
What would you do?
That was directed to you.
What would I do? I cannot be trusted with that question. I don't know what I would do.
Come on, you can answer this question.
If I met Hayate in real life, I'd probably want to train. Like, learn from him.
Oh, that's such a cool answer.
Because I love martial arts and I love all that stuff. I've never been able to take it yet. I learned a little bit for the video. Got to train with the Bakken and stuff, and I thought that was a lot of fun.
Well, you just changed my answer.
Sweet. What would you say?
I want to fight him.
Yeah,
I
that'll
would
work.
lose, of course. But
You could do it.
It'd be a learning experience, you know? May fought him at the beginning of the series, you know? I'm sure he'd go easy on a 6'3" dude, right?
Probably the same height, I would think.
I mean, he has made short work of assassins in the past, but I mean, you know, it's real life. He doesn't know I'm an assassin or anything, so it should be fine. I'm a little bit nervous about this now, but I still stick with my question. I would try and fight Ryusaki.
I would definitely watch. I would just be.
I mean,
laughing.
you know, if you wanted to join in and help me, you know, that'd be really swell.
Jump on the shoulders. Let's go. We got this. Oh no, that would be fun.
I can imagine the disaster it would be.
Yeah, no, it would be bad. Is there a Ryu line that made you cringe while recording?
No, absolutely not. None of Ryu's lines make me cringe because I take them as I'm trying to make Mei super cringe. Like the maximum cringe. It's almost like a dad joke, but throw in more. You know, if you want to get in bed with me, that'd be fine.
A dad joke before bed. Like that's a terrible approach.
Yeah, really bad. That's actually a really bad analogy.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to, you know, take your mind off things. That's the real goal of Ryusaki there.
Yeah.
Say something so silly and dumb that makes you think that you're not in a Blood King's kingdom and you're not, you know, getting kidnapped and whatnot.
Yeah, and if she happens to get in his bed, he wouldn't complain during that process. So it's a win-win for him.
Yeah. And then they would hug.
They would hug. Or in the next episode that we're recording.
Wait, what now? What's the next episode?
She wakes up before him.
Well, you know, everyone's exhausted.
He's like, yeah, my tender but firm lips.
Oh, yeah, that's the next episode.
Uh-huh. I've actually already recorded for that.
Have you? I was going to record for it soon because, always good to get ahead on those things. But I think I don't have too many lines.
No, because it's mainly Mei talking.
Yeah. And then it's a flashback, which I do plan to re-record. Because I don't think you have my lines for episode like 30 still.
No. I mean, I could always pull them, but re-recording fresh is always fun anyway.
Yeah. Better perspective. I think I've improved. I'm better than I was 50 episodes ago.
We've all improved so much since the first episodes. Like, I can't even listen back to old episodes because I'm like, oh, I sound so bad. And that's like every episode that I look back on. I can't do it.
I absolutely know what you mean.
I look back on everyone did great and we thought we were like the bee's knees at the time.
I wouldn't say I've ever thought I was the bee's knees, but...
Are you sure? And I can't believe I just used that phrase naturally, like without thinking.
The bee's knees?
Bee's knees.
This is the bee's knees of Q&As.
That's such a nerdy response. And that just came out of me naturally. I'm so mad.
What's wrong with a nerdy response?
I don't know. How would you feel about yourself if you started with the bee's knees and didn't even think about it, and then you're like, wait.
Hey there, ladies. I'm the bee's knees around this kingdom.
That's another thing that May and I relate to with each other. Is just being awkward in general.
Man, I think I just came up with a Ryusaki line. Oh, incredible.
Gosh. All right, we're gonna speed through these speed round because
there's a whole page.
It's already been an hour and a half. So we're just gonna speed through this last little page here. Just say whatever comes to your mind first, okay?
Okay.
This could be dangerous, but this is what we're gonna do. All right. If you could have any animal in the world for a pet, which pet would you choose and why?
A jackal, no. A penguin, no. Wait, a penguin, yeah, I would go with a penguin.
Okay.
How about you?
Penguin. Dragon. Duh.
Dragon?
Obviously.
That's not an animal.
Shh! How dare you?
You should go with something cool like a...
Like a jackal?
Yeah, jackals are kind of cool.
Penguin?
Penguins are awesome.
For a
They're
pet?
adorable. Yeah, of course.
All right.
Could you
If
imagine
I was honest,
a penguin bringing me breakfast? Sorry, I know these are questions we gotta speed through, but I just want my penguin opinions to be heard.
Penguin opinions. I honestly don't know what animal in the world I would want for a pet. I haven't thought about it much.
Close your eyes and picture in your head
I don't know.
an animal. That's how they do it in Harry Potter, I think.
Is that how they do that?
No, but I was
We're
hoping
terrible
that'd
at
make
this.
I was hoping it'd make your decision easier.
Okay. I'm gonna say I want a baby duck.
It'll grow up, though.
I know. I've had pet ducks. They're
For
not
real?
bad. Mhm.
Oh my gosh, that is... I would love to elaborate more on that, but we have to move on to our next question. If you could act or voice act any character from anything, like book, movie, TV show, who would it be and why?
Go.
Oh, man, wouldn't it be weird if, like, you were the only voice in a book? Like, you're reading a book and then, like, you get to the line and it's like, I, Thorin Oakenshield, will claim the Mountain of Smog as my own and take back my kingdom. And then it's silence and another dwarf is talking.
You mean like an audiobook narrator?
Yeah, but not, like, just like a book that has a speaker on it and it only plays when you get to that character's line.
Oh, yeah, that would be weird. Is that what
That'd
you
be
would want to
pretty cool.
voice act?
Huh? What,
Is that
Thorin
your
Oakenshield
answer?
and the Hobbit? That'd be awesome. But no, I'd obviously love to be in Fire Emblem because that's the series that I love.
Yeah.
I'll be in any Fire Emblem, please. Nintendo, please. I want, and if I can get in Fire Emblem, I can be done. I can retire. I don't have to be a voice actor. I can get a real job.
I
just kidding.
I
Acting
heard a
is a real
bunch of
job.
voice actors just like angrily typing in the
I
comments.
know. I'm sorry. It is. Acting is a real job. It absolutely is. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. You shouldn't. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't devalue the work of actors because it is real work. And I know
get it,
as good as anyone. How about you, Ruka?
If I could voice act any character from like anything, I would want to do something King Arthur related, probably. I love Quest for Camelot or just any Camelot related lore and stuff. So if I could do any of those characters, like Morgana or Guinevere, stuff like that, I think it would be cool.
I would love to do that too, actually.
Yeah.
I want to be Percival.
Yes.
Or Lancelot. Or Gawain.
Ooh, Gwen's a fun one. Let's see.
That was
off the
very
top of my
interesting.
head.
That was a really interesting answer, also, Ruka. And I would love to elaborate further. But what was your first job as a voice actor?
I got 2 jobs at the same time, like for fan things. And I think it was Mitsuru. Okay, no, take that back. My first job, my first job. Are we going by like paid or non-paid?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. All I remember is that I did.
Just do both.
I did a
It's
lot
good
of
work.
like, I can't remember paid, but like I did Sonic. I did Amy from Sonic for a fan thingy, in Mitsuru from Persona, and Sailor Mars from for a stop motion thing, and those were like my first 3 little jobs.
That's really
Yeah.
cool. You could definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. I've played that Persona, and you would do a really good job as Mitsuru, if you ask me.
Oh, thank you.
As
was
for
like-
me, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that was my first getting my toes wet, and I did awful. But go ahead.
As for me, I touched upon it briefly, but it was a Fire Emblem project called Fire Emblem Sacred Stones: The Fan Dub, which is my favorite Fire Emblem game. And I auditioned for a bunch of characters, and I got the main character's dad, who dies at the very beginning of the game. And his name is King Fado, and he has like 4 lines, and that's it. And you never see him again. He dies. My first paid project was a project called XOXO Droplets.
You're in XOXO Droplets?
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
I sure am.
Nice.
I play a character called Trent Duncan. He's a good boy.
Man.
He's not a jerk like all the other people you date in that game. But you can't date me, though.
And you're in a Bandcamp Boyfriend too, I think. That's
I
the only
am,
one that I
but-
knew that you were in because of Joe.
It's not my first paid role, though.
That's your first paid role.
XOXO Droplets. And I was like, wow, really? Wow, cool, okay. All right.
Nice.
And then after that, paid projects just kind of kept happening. But I really need to get a lead role at one point in my life, or I'm going to go absolutely crazy.
Same. Man, we need to talk at some point about like what jobs, because I would love to know what you've been in. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Can you do
I think-
accents?
Well, I think that speaks for itself. No, I can't.
Absolutely not.
Not without it
Let's-
sounding very, very contrived. No.
That's good though. That still counts.
This is like my Tom Hiddleston voice that is pretending to do an American accent, but he's British. And then that's my impersonation of that. Like, no. I don't think that's quite wise.
Nice.
I don't know. I don't think it sounds like him at all. It's a character in my head, but I base it off of him, though.
It's fancy. It works.
So on to the next question. Hey, Ruka, do you read My Dear Cold-Blooded King on Webtoon?
What? Me? Yes, I do. But we don't know what happens. Generally, more than you guys do. I do talk to Lifelight a little bit, but she doesn't spoil anything, major. Just like,
Bless
hey,
her
you might
for
want
not
to
doing that.
prepare yourself, for this or that. So we're all pretty basic. I'm probably the one that's most informed because of my position as editor and director and all that, but nothing out of the ordinary. And then, what are your thoughts on the overall story? We don't have enough time to cover this.
I think it's
I love
really, really great. I've read the whole thing also, by the way.
Yes.
And I know Kodiak and Zind don't, but I do. 'Cause I'm
See, bonus
massive fan.
points. That's why Chrome's my favorite.
Everyone type in the comment section. Chrome is my favorite.
Don't
Hashtag
quote
Chrome
me.
is my favorite.
Don't quote me saying that. Just put Chrome as your favorite. I don't want to see any parentheses / Ruka 2019. Not.
In fact,
no.
even better, right? At me on Twitter saying Chrome is my favorite. At Dr. Bonehead underscore Dr. underscore Bonehead on Twitter.
I'm
At
actually fine with
Chrome
that.
is my favorite.
Yeah. Chrome is my favorite. Dr. Bonehead 2019. I'm good with that.
If that happens, I would freak out.
My
My favorite webtoon? Is yours My Dear Cold-Blooded King, or?
It's strange because like it is my favorite, but at the same time like I have my other current favorite, which is like a modern. I have like a modern favorite one. Which is
I don't think of it like I don't think of them as my favorites. I think of like my favorites in the week.
Yeah. There's a lot of them, but I definitely like. oh shoot, what is it called? A Good Day to Be a Dog. That's it.
Good Day to Be a Dog?
Yeah. It's
Is that
really
about
cute.
being a dog?
No, it's about she has to like kiss a dude. She kisses a dude at midnight when she's drunk. She turns into a dog and has to break a curse. But he's afraid of dogs.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, it's actually really cute though.
Is that? I've never seen that on the page. Is that a thing?
I mean, it's featured, yeah.
It's wow. Okay, I'm gonna read it.
That
sounds hilarious.
It's cute.
I've mentioned it already, but Where Tangents Meet is probably I'd say is my favorite.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the characters. I love the story. Voice crack, sorry, and yeah.
Speaking of Siren's Lament, we were both in that. Now that I remember.
Yes. I play the main bad. I play a bad guy.
And I'm Granny.
I want the ritual to be complete. That was my direction. I really want the ritual to be complete. I don't care about anything else. 10 out of 10. You can probably figure out who I am in Siren's Lament. I have never read it though. I want to though. I should. I actually don't read anything on Saturday anymore, so maybe I'll start.
Hey. Alright. Do you ever get uncomfortable by voice acting your characters?
Nah. Ryusaki, you know. I know what he's like. I know what he's gonna say. It's gonna be like, "Hey May, how's it going? Wanna get in my bed?" And then I'm talking to Katsu and it's like, "Katsu, she's ready for the core. You just don't understand. She's not a girl." And then yeah, that's Ryusaki.
Hey.
In the shortest way I can possibly explain that. There's so much more to his character, especially in the newest episode.
And the one after that. And the one after that, but I can't tell you.
Yeah, don't tell me.
Gosh, that's gonna be fun when you find out. Let's see. And everyone knows my answer to that question.
Oh dang.
Let's see. Yeah. It's pretty obvious by how I always post on Twitter that I'm dying on the inside.
This new episode is crazy. I'm drunk and Katsu's there? Yeah. Oh no.
Well, the funniest thing is that like, okay, I don't get uncomfortable anymore, really.
Yeah.
I'm pretty used to it at this point, but at the beginning, I was uncomfortable a lot just because I didn't, as a voice actress, starting out, I just didn't do much of that stuff, and it's not even that scandalous. It's just for me, I was like, all right, I'm alone, I'm recording, heavy breathing.
Ooh.
Yay.
Pretty scandalous, it sounds like to me.
So scandal for May, and so cake or pie?
I love both. I love them a lot, both. It's really hard for me to choose, but I think cake is the bee's knees.
Good answer. Quite the bee's knees.
It is. No, because one of my favorite desserts is strawberry shortcake.
Gotcha.
That's known. If you follow me on Twitter at Dr_Bonehead.
That's not his Twitter handle. That is not his Twitter handle. Okay, favorite ice cream flavor and cookie.
Oh man, cookies and cream, Rocky Road. I do really like caramel and almonds. I think anything with almonds is really good. I'm gonna go with caramel almond, vanilla.
Mint chocolate chip for me.
Oh my gosh, you're the first person I've ever met.
Okay, well actually cotton candy is my favorite, and then mint chocolate chips the second.
That's a tough one to find. I think you can only get cotton. I feel like cotton candy you can only get at like specialized stores. Like ice cream parlors.
Yeah, like they don't
Baskin
generally.
Robbins.
Yeah.
They don't sell them in tubs.
But I love it.
It's good.
Okay.
I have to ask it, but could you guys sing a bit of Anything I Can Do? Anything you can do, I can do better, as May and Ryusaki.
Oh, I was gonna skip over that one.
I didn't. We didn't skip that one on perfect. Purpose.
Yeah.
It has been 2 hours, almost.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not sorry. It's a pleasure to be here.
We can't. we'll maybe make a spoof video later on of us attempting to sing it or something. I don't know.
Do a preview.
I feel like that needs a little more attention. So
that's the one that's like, anything I can do, you can do better, except the opposite of that.
And then I can do anything better than you. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, you never mind.
Yeah. Let's see. I feel like we would break character midway through that song and it would just be us being like, yes, I can. No, I can't. Yes. How are you so charming? What is your secret?
Wait, what?
Someone asked that. How are you so charming and what is your secret?
That's obviously a question for you, I think.
No, it's you specifically.
No, I don't know. It doesn't seem right. You should answer this one.
I'm not charming.
I'm not charming.
What are
Have you heard?
about?
Have you heard this whole Q&A?
Yeah, I've been swooning. Totally.
I've been talking about the bee's knees. Nothing about that is charming.
Hey, I started with that, and it is the most charming phrase ever. Okay, take it from
totally
your captain.
What you said when you said it.
I had a phrase of regret, and then now I'm accepting it.
So how are you so charming? I'm not, but if I had to say there was a thing that made me charming, it's probably L'Oreal, because I'm worth it too.
Oh my gosh. Because you're worth it.
I don't know. I just have fun. I like Ryusaki. He's fun. I like the people I work with. They're fun.
Do you often get to improv or ad-lib Ryusaki's foolishness for the videos? Or are you just saying strictly what's directed in the script? He does both.
I do both. All the bloopers, everything. If I've ever mentioned Carl's Jr., that's definitely not in My Dear Cold-Blooded King.
Yeah, and I think we've actually included some pieces in different episodes of his improv that's actually not in the script. It's just
really.
Yeah, remember you were like, Ruka, why? Because I did it that one time.
What did I do? I forgot that one.
You like giggled or something. I
At
kept
the
it in.
Was it like yeah?
Yeah, it was like
something like that.
Okay, in your opinion, which scene was very bad A, and do you feel proud of doing the voice of it?
Which scene was bad A, and you feel proud of doing? I don't know.
I have a scene for you.
There's a scene where I kill two, like, I kill. There are two people who are trying to take Mei away, and then I kill one of them, and it's like, oh, you better go tell Kozuke that I know I'm on to you. Yes, that was pretty cool. I like whenever I talk to Katsu, because that's just whenever I talk to Katsu, I'm in control of the whole discussion. And by me, I mean Ryusaki, of course. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I was about to say, I actually really liked that one scene with you and Katsu when you said that my favorite line was, you're supposed to be following her.
You're supposed to be following her!
Yeah, you peeked the mic, and it was amazing. I kept it, because I was like,
what?
That's such a good line.
I don't remember peeking.
You did.
I remember being a super high voice, like, didn't you? I remember. I told you to follow her, didn't I? Uh-huh.
I don't know what Mickey Goofy hybrid that was.
That was my Mickey. But I'm also I ran out of water as well.
Oh no. Okay, last question. And then we'll close this out because it's been about 2 hours. I'm so sorry. Would you ever use your voice for pranks? And as this commenter actually put it, would you ever use your voice for evil? And then I
oh, totally.
May have
for
taken
evil?
liberties.
Absolutely. Yeah. But not like a general evil. The kind of evil that only benefits me. That's the evil I'm into. The greedy kind of evil. Not the kind of evil that hurts people for the sake of hurting people. The kind of greed, you know. I feel like I'm gonna get super philosophical on this one. No, but Of course,
Morally
pranks.
gray.
Pranks aren't supposed to be evil. What am I saying? I don't even know
Gosh.
how I'd use my voice for a prank.
I used to do
Hello
it in high
there.
school.
I would love to have one of your Pizza Hut pizzas. No toppings, only tomato sauce. I'll be there soon.
They'd just be like,
My
man.
phone number. I don't have one. My name is Ryusaki Hayate.
Oh my lord.
I changed my mind. I want only pepperonis on my pizza.
Pepperoni.
No, pepperonis. It's for May, not May.
Uh-huh.
I want to make her laugh with my new order. I don't know why I'm sounding like that.
It's getting creepier by the second.
That's like the Pizza Hut person would be like, "Sir, can you stop? This prank is really scaring me."
I feel
I'll
like
be
May
there-
would be
I'll
on
be
the
there in
other
10
line.
minutes.
Like a really tired worker with like her hair everywhere and just like hangs up,
It's like, Hayate, is that you? And then I hang up.
giggling with the ambassador. Yeah, but there's so many different AUs that we come up with on these podcasts. Yeah, no, I used to, true story, in high school, would do like pranks with my voice in person. Like during restaurants, I would pose as a foreign exchange student.
You're such a
And my
bad child, Ruka.
My friend would be my host family.
my
This is
goodness.
this is as bad as it ever. I'm such a goody two shoes. I cannot break the rules for the life of me.
I am
can't.
offended by that, Ruka.
I can't.
Pretending to be a foreign exchange student.
I would put on a British accent and then I only ever did it like once or twice and it was stupid.
Once or
but
twice, that's too many.
We stopped because I was in a Chipotle and we were like, we're just going to do it. We're just going to speak in an accent and see if anyone notices. And we have like this whole backstory and in case someone asks. And I get to the front of the line. I'm like, oh, so, are Americans usually this obnoxious, with their food processing and all that? And the guy was like,
Oh, God.
oh. the guy in the front, I literally said where I was from, I think, in the sentence. And he goes, oh, where's that accent from? And then my friend, who was another guy who was standing with me as my host, was like, and we're taking her now. Like, you're not allowed to talk to her anymore.
That's not fair. You have such good friends.
It
My
was
friends
funny.
wouldn't have saved me like that. They would have been like, let's see him salvage this.
Well, I'm pretty good at being naive and innocent, so it would have been fine, because that doesn't take
I
much
didn't
acting on my part.
realize impersonating a person from a different country was offensive, Mr. Chipotle Man.
Okay, it wasn't at the time. We're in a different time. This is when I was young, and people weren't as sensitive.
And foolish. Clearly, I've never done a bad thing in my entire life.
If that's like the
Never.
worst thing on my roster, give me what you got, okay?
I'm not sharing my
I would-
stories.
I would be that nerd that, like, no, I am that nerd, sorry, that just says a bad word and starts giggling. I still do that to this day. And Dorsey's actually the most I've cursed for. For Tower of God.
Yeah?
And that took
Yeah.
a while. That took a while.
I remember you said you were talking about that when, I think in the other podcast,
Probably.
the Scriblio podcast, and I was like, ooh. Interesting little tidbit I learned.
Yeah. It's funny, though. My reactions amuse people, and so I'm fine with it.
Oh, all reactions amuse me.
I haven't noticed.
Everyone has a different reaction.
I'm immune to you now, which is nice.
Are you?
Am I? Yes, I am.
I don't know.
I can give it right back.
Do you think you can dance with me, girl?
Yeah, pretty sure. We could do this all night.
Could we?
I mean,
Let's
we've
not.
been doing it for 2 hours, so should probably call it
Which is-
quits, so you
which
can
is
warm up for your
nuts.
fight.
Warm up for my fight. Who am I fighting
with
again?
Ryusaki Hayate when you meet him in person.
He's not real, right?
After you
Lifelike?
bumped into me on the train, you went to go fight Ryusaki Hayate.
That's not why I was on the train. I was just on the train doing my normal commute.
I don't know, but I threw money at you, so
You didn't throw. You were on a phone. You were FaceTiming your friend in Vancouver, Kodiak.
I straight up vexed you with money. Let's see. Yeah, that's our origin story. Totally legit.
It is. All happened at the train station. And then from there, it was 80 episodes later.
81.
81. And nothing else happened in between that.
Yeah. And I actually think this is the most awkward episode that we've had to do. So it's like out of the way now.
Wait, what? Really?
Hey. For me. I mean, no, not even for me, just for May. Because for me, it wasn't awkward to record. But, okay, it was a bit awkward to record. But, no, we're just May. Because she's just having... Ryusaki gets all the fun dialogue, and she just has to sit there like, oh my gosh, he's touching me.
I suppose that is true.
Yeah, but I can't say anything. Yeah, May gets put in a lot of awkward situations.
There is one really big difference between me and Ryusaki.
What?
The whole respecting personal space. Biggest difference.
That's a good one.
He's like, hello, dearie, how are you? He doesn't sound like that, sorry. Hello, dear. Hello, dear. Sorry, I have to retire from Ryusaki.
Yeah.
I can't do the voice anymore.
All right. Well, thank you so much for agreeing to do the Q&A with me, and we didn't sass each other, not that I can recall. No, totally.
We totally did.
I was trying to make it seem like we hadn't. But thank you so much for that. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for being on the project and lending your voice to Ryusaki and having to deal with all the awkward scenes so suavely as you do.
Not awkward at all for me.
Mm-hmm.
He's in control of every scene. You can, if you want to hear more from me, you can follow me at twitter.com/Dr. Bonehead, Dr._Bonehead.
Oh my gosh. His actual links will be in the description.
No, that's not fun.
I know, but I happen to be Joe's ally. I can't let you spam him.
Please. His ally, I know for a fact that you're using him to win the Joe crown. Joe throne, sorry.
No, I am not.
You want to be the best Joe, I know you do.
I mean, I kind of proved I was the best Joe during that one shot where I stole all your money. Both of y'all's money. So
don't forgive you for that, by the way.
Yeah, I took a shoe too. We played Dungeons and Dragons one night.
It's funny actually, like a week ago, later after that, I was like, she stole my boots. Why did she have to do that?
I stole everything. I critical rolled on that stealth check, and
it's unbelievable.
I stole everything. It was
How
fantastic.
Could you do that? I took a fire blast for the team.
What was funny is that you and Joe were both aware of it, and you couldn't say anything because your characters had no idea. So it had to sit with you. Had to simmer.
The thing is, I could have prevented it, but you rolled a 20. A 20!
Yeah,
I couldn't do anything about a 20.
Nope. He just laid there in his almost unconscious state, and I robbed him. It was great.
Yeah, I was burning.
I was like, I'm just going to check on him, see if he's okay, and take all of his money and his shoes.
I took a fire blast, and I shot the cat with an arrow. And I was laying at the door, almost dying, and then like, I wonder how many things I can steal from this boy.
I mean, I was a thief, in all fairness, but that would actually be a funny idea. My Dear Little Bit of King cast one shot.
That'd be fun.
Where we do a campaign as our voices.
I'm pretty sure everyone in My Dear Little Bit of King plays.
Most of them. At least the guys do. I mean, that was basically Captain Eagle was our dungeon master. Joe and the other Joe and me were part of the team, and some other voice actors. It was fun. But anyway, that's where we're gonna end it here tonight. We have a bunch of stories I'm sure we could go on about. I'm definitely best Joe.
I was gonna go on about my story, my character story. Did you know that I was born under a lucky star and I had eggs for breakfast, but I didn't really. I just wanted to say that because you can cut me off anytime. And
oh no, I'm just gonna let you go.
And
see how long?
Wait, hang on. You're gonna bleep everything out, right? Hey, Joe. You're a really cool person, dude. That's gonna get bleeped out, right?
Oh no, I'm gonna put saxophone music.
Oh, don't do that. That ruins everything.
Oh yes, it does. And I have the broken
God, you're such a really
too.
cool, amazing person, Ruka.
And you're
bleep that
amazing
out
too.
Bleep that. No, bleep it. It'll be.
No, I'm not gonna bleep it.
Bleep everything.
Someone needs to make an animation of Ryusaki and Mei over this conversation. I feel like it's pretty accurate.
Hey, Kodiak. I think you're such a really good actor, and sometimes I'm really jealous of everything you do, and it's incredible. Bleep that out.
No, I'm not gonna bleep your stuff out.
Hey,
Go keep
Zind?
complimenting people. I'm not gonna bleep it out. I'm just gonna keep playing saxophone music behind it.
Hey,
You don't think
Zind?
I'll do it? I will.
I just want you to know that I think you're an incredibly talented person, and sometimes your voice actually scares me, and that's really freaky. That doesn't really happen normally. Bleep that out. Make it a really long bleep.
I'm not gonna bleep it out. I don't even have that long of a bleep. I
can
have like
give
a
you
duck quack noise.
I'll give you a long bleep. It'll be it'll
I don't
be
want
an
your
accordion. Oh, that's rude.
No, it's not. Because you're an
That's
amazing,
completely
awesome person. Unbleeped.
I don't know what to say, Ruka. That was incredibly rude to say out of the blue.
I know, I'm sorry. I should watch my tongue. It's just after 2 hours, you know? Really just grates on ya.
Hey, do you want to know why I haven't revealed my face?
Why haven't you revealed your face?
This doesn't have to be part of the podcast, by the way, but it's because it's good leverage. Okay, so I made a bet with someone.
Uh-huh.
I made a bet with the devs at Bandcamp Boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And if I win, I win. And if I lose, I have to show off my face.
You know
So
I've
that's
seen
why I
your
haven't-
face, right?
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I have.
Don't lie.
It's on your PayPal, boy.
Don't lie.
I didn't.
You're such a liar.
I'm not. The first time I
You
paid
are
you, I was
such
like,
a
oh,
liar.
I got
Ruka
his face.
Samuels is a liar.
I'm
and
sorry.
should not
I
be
didn't know
trusted.
yeah, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I do know what you look like, I think.
Unbelievable.
That's what you get for putting something public.
That was my personal email for my personal PayPal. I've played
Which I
myself.
paid you personally, so...
I played myself. Oh, I can't believe you saw how old I am now. I'm 50.
Hey, I thought you looked pretty fly.
Huh? Yeah, well, okay. In that picture, actually, I don't know if I should stop recording. In that picture, it was me and Steve Bloom.
Oh,
Mac-
Jedi takes
who's
classes from him.
Wait, who?
Jedi.
Oh, Jedi takes class. Ah, that's cool. That's really cool. I wish I did when I had the chance.
Aw.
But alas.
I really want to keep this in the podcast, but if that makes you uncomfortable, I will not.
No, I mean, I'm totally comfortable divulging personal details about my life.
Hey, they're not going to access your PayPal, so you're fine.
Unless you
they
want to
wanna pay
act.
you.
Unless you. I was just gonna say.
It's okay. I didn't look too deep into it. I was just like, oh, that's probably Joe. And then I paid you. And then... I'm sorry! But hey, now you don't have
Unbelievable.
leverage over me, so...
Ruined. Ruined.
We should
My
really probably
whole-
say bye.
My whole image is ruined.
I mean, no, not really. It was pretty clear.
Ruined. Now the whole, okay, if this is in the chat, I mean, if this is left in, which you can leave in, by the way, the
Okay.
whole comment section is going to be like, I wonder what he looks like. Oh my goodness.
I can tell you guys, he looks exactly how he sounds.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I do not. I do not. No one has ever told me that before, so I do not. Nope.
I know it was true. I wasn't surprised at all. I was like, actually,
I
that's
don't
how I
believe
pictured
it.
him.
La 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 la. Don't be lying, Ruka.
I'm not lying! Why would I lie?
You
I have
should-
no
you should-
reason to lie.
Man, you're getting awfully heated about your being such a liar at that time. I'm sorry. We should end this.
Yeah, we're gonna say bye to y'all so we can apparently settle our differences.
Yes. We're gonna settle it in the ring.
We're gonna fight.
Huh? No, we're gonna.
Oh, we're totally gonna fight. See you guys.
Bye bye.